Hi everybody, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. Happy Sunday. So in today's video,
and I don't care how much Ciara try to take up for you, she ran through it all. That's what she's supposed to do. She's supposed to take up for the good guy, the simp that's coming clean her life up. And I don't care how many children y'all had after Future's child. I don't care how you try to change his last name to yours. You're still pushing another man's legacy and seed, and it's sad.
the name was not even a full name change. It was a hyphenated name change. They added Wilson to the name he has already. Okay? And somehow it's caused commotion. Because how dare she and how dare he? Because even though that guy is not an active parent, he still deserves grace. What is sad about it is that you're sad. You're sad that other women are going to see this and realize not to stay with men like you. You know, you're angry because other women will see this and say, hey, I could have something like Ciara has. And that is why you're all always coming for this man. Okay? What did he do? He just stepped up. He just dared to change the narrative. He just decided to be a good person, a father, to a child that is not his. He just decided to marry a single mother. He just decided to be a man, to be all those things that a lot of men preach about, but they can never be. And that makes him a simp. It's just, at this point, to be honest, I don't know what to say most of the times when I see some of this. And I saw a lot. But anyway, let's get into what people have to say quickly and leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments. Thank you.
What is co-parenting like for you guys? I'm done.
Timmy, you're awesome. She hyphened her husband name on her son name, and I don't see a problem with that. He take care of the baby. That's his son. Football dreams is going on here. What are you talking about?
Now, this next message is for all the misogynistic women haters defending or going against Ciara adding Wilson. She didn't delete Wilbert or whatever Wilburn that Future's real last name is. She just added Wilson to Little Future's name. To all the men that are still coming and saying Russell made a mistake, Ciara was ran through. And it's such projection because Future is community dick. He's dick that is for the public. He's for the streets. And for men to actually fix your lips to say that Ciara is ran through because she dated 5 men from the time that she was in her teens when she dropped to the 40-year-old woman that she is now, that's ran through. But Future, who has 10 kids by 7 baby mamas, I think, and actually has a kid the same age as Future, he's not ran through because men can't be ran through. Interesting. If you, as a grown man, still have an opinion about Russell Wilson and his wife, Ciara, and her husband, if you still have an opinion, and number 1, you don't know them personally, number 2, you're not married, and number 3, you have mommy issues and have been abandoned by your mom, or you don't see your kids and you fight and scream in the air, I ain't my baby mama, but you don't go to court to see your kids, please shut the fuck up.
2025, I should know better than to go on Facebook looking for sensibly minded people, but for people to be more upset at Ciara for changing her son's last name to her husband's last name versus being upset that his biological father is not active in his life is very telling, especially for our community. Because as Black people, we uphold that biological parent thing way too much, even if the biological parent is not doing what they're supposed to. Like, I deal with that a lot myself. People get more mad at me for cutting off my father than the reason why I had to do it. Like, I'm sorry. If Ciara sat down with her husband and they both decided together that they were going to change that boy's last name or hyphenate it, whatever, that is a big decision. That's not something that you usually just do on a whim. And if you are doing it on a whim, you're dumb because you know how much work it takes to change someone's last name. This isn't like, oh, we just go do it real quick in 5 minutes. No, it is a process. You have to change legal documents, birth certificate, social security numbers, passport. You have to change school documents. You have to change medical documents. This is not some whim thing. They didn't just up and decide to do this. And you see how long it took them to actually make that change. Ciara and Russell have had 3 biological children together, and now they changed the eldest son's last name. That lets you know that Russell has been such a present in his life that it is only right that that boy gets his last name, biology or not. That is his son. I don't care what anyone says. From the looks of it, Future is not as involved in his son's life as he should. Future got kids any and everywhere. Okay, we see it. Future is Future. That boy has an active male presence in his life, someone that wants to see him grow, change, and do better. Okay, and that would be someone whose last name I would be proud of my son to carry. But I'm not shocked that y'all are upset about this situation, because y'all are still mad at the fact that Ciara is not a bitter baby mama lonely somewhere. Y'all are still upset about the fact that Ciara had a baby with Future. He turned out to be a deadbeat, and she still found love in Russell Wilson, who loves her down. Okay, to this day, you cannot tell Russell anything about Ciara. That is his number one. Okay, y'all can't stand that fact. Y'all want her to be a lonely, bitter baby mama like all of the Keishas and Tinas and Tashas and everything that we see on every single corner every day, and she's not. Okay, y'all are upset because that there is a man who is man enough to look past the fact that another man did her dirty. Y'all are so used to blaming a woman for a man's decision and her having to sit in that for the rest of her life, that when you see a woman who finds true love in her life, despite what another man did to her, it just don't sit right with y'all. So now you are showing it every time Ciara and Russell are in the news about anything. Y'all show again and again how y'all are just mad that she's not a lonely, bitter baby mama. I am very happy that Ciara has an active father for all 4 of her children. Okay, I do not believe in giving respect to a man who doesn't respect his position enough to do it properly. You out here creating children but don't want to take care of them. You are not entitled to their name. You're not entitled to their presence. It's bad enough that I let you have access to my body to create this child, but now I gotta do what's best for the child. Y'all are not thinking in best interest of Ciara's son. That lets you know that you really clearly don't care about these kids, because if you truly cared about kids, you would know that it is better for that boy to be aligned with someone who truly wants to see him grow and do better as a person, versus biology. Biology don't mean nothing if a person ain't making no effort. So congratulations to them.
I let another man raise my child and be involved in my child's life 99 times more than I ever did. But he doesn't get the right to put his last name on my child, because that's my DNA, even though I may not talk to that kid but only for Christmas and birthdays, but that's still mine. This is what some of y'all sound like. This is what the Joe Budden podcast sound like. He talking about some legacy. Why was the legacy not on your mind when you knew this child was coming? You and Ciara didn't create this child out of lust. Y'all was engaged. Y'all was in love. So why did the child get treated like a side chick had him? More importantly, if I'm not wrong, this is his first fathering go-round. So if that's the case, if this is his 3rd, 4th, or 5th, he should be a professional in some fathom. No, the Bitter Baby Daddies Club is upset because Ciara has done this. Now, I want people to realize this may have not been Ciara's doing, and all because Little Future has asked so. If we had been teaching 2 + 2 = 4, and if little Johnny had 6 apples, I'm more than sure Future, I think at 11 years old, 12 years old, can see all his siblings' names and go, why is mine so different? And then he can be like, Mommy, sometimes I wish I had, Daddy Russell's last name too. All it is questioning, inquiring, are you sure, are you sure, are you sure? That's all. So at the end of the day, this definitely could have been Little Future's decision, and she follows suit on that decision. And I guess because some of y'all wasn't raised with open communication, you don't know what the fuck that feels like when your parent actually listens to your feelings. So that could be another little trigger for you. Just as my last closing note, women beg for the man to be involved so much before they finally check the fuck out. And then that's when doors open and another man walks in, treats them right, and treats the child better. And then you get your Fruit of the Looms in a bunches about the shit, and it doesn't make any sense. I literally begged you for almost 1.5 years, 2 years, 3 years, 4 to be involved in your child's life. But now because Mr. Right has came to the picture, now you want to do something about it?
Please.
So Ciara the singer has changed her son Future Jr.'s last name to her husband Russell Wilson's last name. And why do I have a high suspicion that Future Jr. was the one that asked to change his last name? I almost can bet money that her son asked her to change his last name to Russell Wilson because Russell Wilson is truly his father. Future has never been a father to that kid. Mind you, Future's last name doesn't even match his son's anymore. He's no longer Wilburn. He changed his last name to Cash, like the fucking degenerate that he is. Go look it up. So before you deadbeat baby dads get in the comments or try to get on Ciara for making a decision that benefits her son, shut your ass up. Have you seen your child? Have you paid your child support? Y'all always want to cap for the deadbeats because you can relate because y'all a bunch of motherfucking deadbeats. Future is a deadbeat. Russell Wilson stepped in and raised that boy. And you just need to admit it. Just like a lot of men are doing with your children. Tighten up. It's so crazy how men, and I was looking in the comments of like a lot of the blogs that posted this, and the men are like spiraling in there. And I'm sitting here and it's like, deadbeats all support deadbeats. Y'all are one and the same. But I'm happy for Ciara. I'm happy for Future Jr. I'm pretty sure he feels complete now that he has his real dad's last name and not that punk ass fucking dad that doesn't even barely remember when his birthday is. I said what I said.
Disclaimer. I'm just an ugly ass nigga with 2 cents, right? Don't mind me. But that Ciara Future shit with her son changing the name, even if I was like in Russell Wilson position, I wouldn't let her do that. That's sucker shit to me. I would not allow her to do that. Like, I love your son. That's your, you feel me? He mine. You get what I'm saying? But he's not getting my last name. I wouldn't know. For whatever reason y'all coming up with, I would not let that go. You know what I mean? Like, to me, it gives off the fact, like, you still got some animosity towards your baby daddy. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you got something against him, like you trying to hurt this man. Like, I don't care if you're deadbeat. I don't know if you're deadbeat. You don't know if you're deadbeat, right? But that's what it gives off. And all the women, it's like, y'all okay with that. Like, I haven't heard a good reason for it at all. And for the man, no.
So Ciara changed Lil Future's last name to Wilson. Now, I think she hyphenated it. I don't think she just all the way changed it to Wilson or whatever like that. However, I see an outrage online. People, man, that girl crazy. I wish my girl would. I wish my baby mama would do some crazy stuff like that. And like, some of y'all baby mamas need to do that. Because I see more of an outrage of this little boy getting his last name changed over Future not being there every day. Yeah, this just let me know that if y'all like a person, y'all let them do whatever. It don't matter about their integrity. It don't matter about their character or who they really are behind the scenes. If y'all like their movies, if y'all like their music, they can be a fuck nigga. I don't care. You know, it's just like, that shit weird to me, and that shit dead to me, bro. That shit dead, bro. If Future was there every day, I don't think Ciara would even consider that. You know what I mean? Now, with that being said, some of y'all baby mamas do need to change y'all kids' last name, because y'all don't be there. Oh, my dog coming over here. God damn, nigga, you running fast as hell. But some of y'all baby mamas need to change y'all kids' last name, because y'all lame as hell. It is what it is, bro. Y'all don't be in y'all kids' life. Y'all pay child support and think that's raising a kid, because you lame as fuck. I said it. That's it. That's all. I want better for you, though. Factuals.
And I don't care how much Ciara try to take up for you. She ran through it all. That's what she's supposed to do. She's supposed to take up for the good guy, the simp that's coming clean her life up. And I don't care how many children y'all had after Future's child. I don't care how you try to change his last name to yours. You're still pushing another man's legacy and seed, and it's sad.
Man, shut your bitch ass up too. It's a lot of fatherless behavior going on the internet where, first of all, y'all think that, just listening to the video, a lot of y'all think because a woman has a child, she should be punished for the rest of her life. That's what you think. You think that women should just not get married, be happy, live a successful life. Because that's how your whole video went. Was that, oh man, well, Future wore her out. Future had one child with that woman, while Future has multiple children and is not married at all. Like, he's created broken families, right? And At least Ciara said, "Listen, the next man I'm gonna marry, I'm gonna give him children, and Future being in that household wants to feel a part of the family, is now given the last name Wilson, which is amazing. I applaud every decision that Ciara and Russell has made, especially for that child, to bring that child into the family, to make that child feel wanted within that family. And men who disagree with that are simply miserable. You're a miserable man. You're like, how dare Ciara be happy? How dare Russell be happy in his relationship with Ciara? Y'all use that word, the phrase ran through so much it doesn't make any sense. Ciara and Future dated. They were in a relationship. They were in a recognized relationship. So this idea of that, like, Ciara was just one of Future hoes and stuff like that, y'all watch Future crash out over Ciara, and y'all think that he thinks that she's just one of the hoes. He's not. She's not. She wasn't. And I'm glad that they're happy. They're the most unproblematic people on the internet.
Yeah. At the end of the day is going to end, and it is what it is. You can't take everybody along to the other side, You can only carry those who are willing to understand and appreciate what is actually happening. You can't change everybody's mindset. There's no way you can do that. You can only change the people who are willing to learn and evolve. Okay. So for some of them, you just have to leave them where you found them. That is what it is. You just have to leave them exactly where you found them. There's no need for back and forth. There's no need for anything, because their mindset is their mindset and it's not going to change. They have tunnel vision. It's how they see the world. That's their expectations for women. If a woman has a child with another man, no matter what happens, she's supposed to stay with that man. She's supposed to be loyal to that man. She's supposed to be there crying, going crazy, just fighting over him. That's what they want. Okay? And if you dare do anything else, you'll be called every name in the book and then some. But if the roles were ever reversed, they will expect grace. Women to understand, that they can't stay in that situation. If it's a woman, you're supposed to take it all. Take it all. Take it all. Yeah, because are you not strong? This is what you're supposed to do. Our mothers did this and that and the third. And this lady I was with did this and that and the third. And that person's wife has done this and that and the third. But they will never show receipt for the things that they do in those marriages and relationships. What did you do? How did you help? How are you useful in that relationship? What changes did you bring to that woman's life? How did you uplift her? How did you improve her life? What is so beneficial with being with you? But you can't say that. If you say that you're a gold digger, you want them for the things that they have. But they can expect you to cook and clean and put up with their bullshit. Yeah, put up with their bullshit. Put up with their parents, put up with their friends, put up with everything. You just have to say yes, sir, and carry on. At the end of the day is going to end, and it is what it is. But leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments, and I'll see you again in another one. Take care of yourselves and one another. Bye.